Good evening. I'm James Brown in for Norah, and we begin tonight with the most intense crackdown yet on the pro-Palestinian protests on college campuses in the U.S. NYPD video released today shows officers in riot gear moving in to arrest people who were barricaded inside a building at Columbia University. New York City Mayor Eric Adams is blaming people not affiliated with the Ivy League for the mayhem. In Manhattan tonight, police are arresting protesters at Fordham University's Lincoln Center campus. Students set up an encampment calling on the school to disclose and divest their investments relating to Israel. At UCLA this afternoon, a more peaceful scene than the brawls that took place overnight between protesters and counter-protesters. A spokesperson for California Governor Gavin Newsom calling the campus police response to the violence delayed, limited, and unacceptable. We have a team of correspondents covering the protests coast to coast, beginning with CBS's Lilia Luciano in New York.
Today, the University of Wisconsin in Madison became the latest hotspot in clashes between pro-Palestinian demonstrators and police. Back up! More than 24 were arrested.
We notified them that we would begin moving tents and camping equipment, and arrests would happen if protesters turned violent.
The tipping point at Columbia University came around 9 p.m. with a massive show of force of hundreds of NYPD officers. The police moved in after university administrators requested help. Video released by the NYPD shows officers inside the building clearing barricades on multiple floors. Piles of chairs were stacked up to block their path. Officers were seen using a sledgehammer or a power saw to open locked doors. The tent encampment that's been the epicenter and symbol of campus protests for 2 weeks was cleared. More than 300 people were arrested between Columbia University and City College last night. Their faculty members denounced the crackdown.
I'm just devastated that this is happening to every single campus in this country. We're letting the military in, we're letting the police in. These are just students.
Today, New York City Mayor Eric Adams praised the university for making what he called the right call to end the protests, which he says was co-opted by professional agitators.
There is a movement to radicalize young people, and I'm not going to wait until it's done.
The department claims a video it released shows one of those activists directing students to use a table to block the doors at Hamilton Hall.
What's your response to when people say they're there or they're escalating the protest because of outsiders?
They use that to try to justify the violence that the police unleashed on us. This was organized by students.
Carter Evans is at UCLA.
A violent clash at the heart of UCLA's campus as pro-Israel protesters attacked pro-Palestinian demonstrators who had set up encampments. The attackers used chemical spray and set off fireworks. The confrontation raged for nearly 2 hours as police stood by before finally moving in.
We were literally assaulted. University knew about it.
Police pushed out counter-protesters but did not enter the encampment, which for now is still intact. All classes today canceled.
Back here at Columbia, only the footprints remained of the tent encampment that was the epicenter and symbol of campus protests for the last 2 weeks.
There was another smaller protest outside here involving students and faculty members. They were denouncing the involvement of NYPD, and more are expected uptown in the coming hours. Meanwhile, the university's vice president called the occupation of Hamilton Hall acts of destruction, not political speech. JB?
Lilia, thank you so much.